Hi, I'm Jeremy Herman, CEO and co-founder of ClarityNOW. Let me show you what ClarityNOW does so you can see how to incorporate it in your business and for you to make the decision of should you include this in your business. First, we have the company vital signs, a dashboard. This is where people first log in, and it gives you the high-level information that you need on your business. The closed unit goal, what percent to goal you are for units, volume, and GCI, how many actives, how many pendings, closed, total pendings and closed, just the high-level information that you need to run your business. Here, the whole system is based on profitability, which I think you'll appreciate. It shows you the total gross profit for the year, what is this month's gross profit, and what is next month's gross profit. So you're always focused on profitability. Down below, we have a goal gap feature that we'll show you in a moment, accumulation of pipeline ratings, and any past due dates in the system. As we continue, one of the first things I want to show you is the economic model. The economic model is a really powerful tool, and what's great about this tool is it's the very first business plan tool in the real estate industry, where the very first metric that you type in is what is your profit goal. So for this person, they want to net $600,000. They go through the series of questions that are in the economic model, and the system then tells them that if you want to net $600,000, that's your sales volume. There's your GCI. It's going to require 120 sales. This rainmaker signed up to sell really 61 homes themselves, 56 listings and 5 buyers. Means that their team needs to do 10 listings and 49 buyers. So just a really great breakdown as to what the business plan needs to look like. So now you as the owner and the rainmaker can go to your organizational chart and see if you have the information that you need. Another phenomenal feature is the goal gap, which ties into the business information. This is great because it customizes it for you and your business. This tells you what is your average contract to close length. We call it the ramp up period, which is how long does it take to go from listing agreement signed to day one on the market and average days on market. It then takes this information and it tells you your specific custom goal gap to what you need to do to stay on track to hit your quarterly goals. So for example, for this account here, based on their business information, they have 36 days left to sell for closings that can occur in quarter 3. Their goal, based on that economic model, is to close 32 for $12 million in Q3. Right now, they're at 12 for 4.1. Therefore, their gap to hit quarterly goals is 20 sales for $8 million. And because we have 36 days left, that means that every single day, this is what their production needs to be. And every single week, we have to go on 6 listing appointments, take 1 listing, sell 4 for $1.5 million and nearly $40,000 in GCI. So this is a really great tool for coaches, for rainmakers, for director of sales, because this quickly tells you what does the organization need to do this week to stay on track. We found this is a really, really important tool for really every real estate agent in the industry because most of you guys don't know that. You're working out of spreadsheets and you don't have that data on the top of your mind. And it's so often that we can go weeks or months in advance, look back and realize how far off a goal we are. So this now becomes your team meeting. This becomes your one-on-one. It's a really great tool to make sure that you're never going to miss a quarterly sales goal ever again. Beyond that, there's more business planning in here, budget model, lead gen model. You can type in your 36 touch campaign should you choose to. Lead generation. Lead generation is really, really important. Obviously, we're in the lead generation business. This is a contact sport, real estate is. So in here, you can type in your lead generation metrics. One great thing in here is we now have the ability to add a custom source. So in ClarityNOW, whatever you want to track, you can track it with this new feature. So if you want to track handshakes, for example, or maybe it's Facebook messages or daily note card sent, whatever the metric is that you want to track, you can create your own custom tracking source. And when you enter your lead generation each day, you can track that, and that will show up in conversion reports as well. Pipeline reports. Pipeline reports are incredibly important. We can do both listing pipelines and buyer pipelines. On the listing pipeline, you can see how many appointments they've held, how many they've signed, how many people they're still working with. And then we like to use a 10-9-8-7-6-5 system in terms of expected conversion. What that really means is a 10 means that you'll be signing that listing agreement this month. A 9 is next month. So we can't wiggle out of the timeline there. As I'm filming this, it's the middle of the month. So that means that if we have 4 10s, then we have to get 4 listings signed in the second half of the month for them to be considered 10s. So for this client, he has 4 listings to be signed this month, 3 next month, 2 the 2 months, and so forth. Let's dive into listings. There's multiple different viewpoints you can choose from. You can choose to see just your coming soon listings. This client has 3. Here they are. We can see active listings. They have 8 for $3.3 million and $65,000 in active gross profit. And you can see your expired listings or any canceled listings. Also notice how fast the system is. The system is really quite fast. In listings, there's multiple different viewpoints for you to see as well. We have a standard view, which shows you the address, the days on market, expiration date, your gross commission, etc. The client information, so you can see who, the client name, the phone number, the email, everything that you may need to service the client. Just the financials on the transaction, or you can see the vendor information. Who are the title companies, the loan officers, the inspection companies. And this is true for listings and for transactions as well. If we go to transactions, it tells you total transactions up on the very top, but of course I'm going to want to filter that by just what do I have pending. Click on pending. I have 18 pendings for $9.3 million, $247,000 in GCI, and $225 in gross profit. Gross profit, again, being my money after splits. In here, it's very simple. We can see who the client is, who the agent is, the property address, when it's expected to close, the sales price, the gross commission, the gross profit. So this is important. You'll notice that the gross commission is $10,625 and the gross profit is $5,300. Click on cost of sales detail and you can see where the remaining of the income is going. Obviously, there's a split paid on this transaction. So again, just high level information. It's quick, easy, fast, and at your fingertips to run your business that you haven't had before. Financials are great. You can type in any expense that you want. Simply type in the date, the description, how much it was, what bank account you use, which P&L category you want this to belong into, compensation, lead generation, automobile, you name it, and then a subcategory. This is a great feature as well because it allows you to tie an expense to a lead source. So if you bought stamps, for example, for your database plan, well, now you can assign that stamp expense to database. So when you add the lead source database on the transaction, now there's a true ROI report for your database. All this information does funnel into a profit and loss system that's really, really easy for you to read. And now you have this at your fingertips as well. Reporting is incredibly important in running a business. So let's show you a couple of the reports that we have here and that you have available too in ClarityNOW. In the CEO summary under reports is a high-level overview of your business. We have monthly summary. You can quickly see how many closings we've had, how many pendings we've had, closed volume, pending volume, GCI, how many listings we've signed every single month, what our profit was each month. Just a high-level overview of the business. This report, projected net profits, is a phenomenal report for a rainmaker and for a business owner. It's a great report for forecasting profitability. The important column here is this estimated net profit. You can look over upcoming months and see that we're going to make a lot of money in July, a lot of money in August, but in September we're losing money. So a true windshield viewpoint of your profitability that you've never had before in any other system. The business plan report and the economic model, there were a bunch of metrics that we typed out. This is what shows you what you typed out and where you're actually at. So for example, this client said they'd have a $400,000 average sales price. They're actually $450,000. Their commission percentage is higher than they thought. The percentage of the overall business coming from listings is higher than they thought. Their cost of sale is lower. Their expenses are higher. It's just a really easy viewpoint on what did the business plan say and what are we actually doing. Next, agent production report. Multiple viewpoints here. I can see a listing taken report, a sales report, or a closings report. I can filter all this by specific timelines. And of course, the world's at your fingertips here in terms of what you want to view. Down here is a detailed breakdown of each agent on your team. So if I want to just look at individual agents' productivity or perhaps look at how much money my agents have made agent closed GCI, agent pending GCI. Here's a great report simply for agent production. When we dive into conversion reports, this is really where you can get granular in your business if you choose to do the lead generation activities and put the information in here. Here you can see conversion rates for dial to contact percentage, listing appointments, closing percentages on the buy side, the list side, really whatever you need to run your business and really narrow in on both the company and individual agent performance. All this also has the ability to have a custom filter. So if I want to look at how's my conversion rank up just from the last 3 months, you can filter it by last 3 months. And I'll tell you right there. Another phenomenal feature of ClarityNOW that you really must take advantage of, and a reason why you should sign up for ClarityNOW, is what it can do for your team members. See, traditionally, agents don't have great tools for their team members. They join the team and they're kind of on, the agents are kind of on an island on how to run and track their own business, and they're only given whatever data the Rainmaker provides. In ClarityNOW, everything that we just showed you, your agents can have the access to for their own individual business. So your agents can have their very own login for their very own economic model, their very own goal gap, etc. Let me show you how that works. I'm in the observatory here, and here's all the agents on my team. I quickly can log in to my client, to my buyer's agent's dashboard, and it shows me that I'm observing my agent's portal. So now I'm inside of my buyer's agent's or my listing agent's portal. I can quickly go to their economic model. This person on the team wants a net $200,000. That's going to require they sell 78 homes with the team splits. I can go right to the goal gap and see how my buyer's agent is doing in comparison to their goal. I can see they have 31 days left to sell for Q3. Their goal is 26 for 9. They're at 13 for 4. They have a gap of 13 for $5 million, and they got a month to do it. I know how to coach them now. I can track their lead generation. I can look at their own individual conversion reports. I can look at their pipeline report. Whatever you need to do to now effectively run a better team, lead your people better, and really give them, your buyer's agents, your team members, a powerful tool for themselves to treat their own business like a business, to be the CEO of their own business, is really what makes ClarityNOW an incredible tool for teams.